Hi everyone, welcome back. Before moving forward, I would like to rearrange my project a little bit. Okay, so currently, let me run my suit. Okay, so here you can see my output. Okay, start ride, stop ride, service my vehicle, park my vehicle. Okay, so these are not related to the state and locations that we are visiting. Okay, but where are these methods available for us? Let's go and see. In Kerala, I'm having my messages which are talking about my vehicle. Okay, so whenever I want to print my messages of vehicle, I need to call Kerala, which is not correct. And similarly, when I want to talk about my trip, I have to call Tamil Nadu class. Okay, so here a class is being used for two purposes: for telling that we have visited this location, and also it is talking about the complete trip. It's always the best practice to have each class having one responsibility. I just want to move these methods from here. I've created two new classes, one for vehicle and one for greeting. Okay, so let's go to my vehicle class. I'm just pasting it here. Okay, so my ride related, I'm just moving it into ride dot messages. Okay, both my vehicle and trip messages I'm putting it here. Ride messages I'm putting it here. Fine, I have just created two more new classes and I have rearranged everything. So today's topic is at the rate before method, at the rate after method, what are groups, what is at the rate before group and at the rate after group. So in the previous session, we have seen about at the rate before suit and after suit, at the rate before test and after test, at the rate before class and after class, right? So now we are going to see at the rate before method and after method. Okay. So what is the test method? We have done that. A method which is having at the rate test annotation is said to be a testng test method. Okay. So if you want to execute some logic before a method, then you use at the rate before method. Similarly, if you want to execute some logic after a method, you will be using at the rate after method. I mean, it will be more understandable, like when we have multiple methods in a class. Telangana class contains 4 at the rate test methods now. Okay, and you are having at the rate before class and at the rate after class, which would be executed before your class execution and after your class execution. But if you want to execute something before this method, so here I am printing welcome to Telangana before the class. Okay, once I did that, I want to say I want to print I am visiting Hyderabad. I am visiting Alampur. I am visiting Basra. Means I want to print I am visiting before each method. Okay. So how can I write that? Let's take a copy of this. So visit method. Just write I am visiting. Okay. And your annotation should be before method. Okay. Okay. Let's execute this and see. Okay. So let's see here. Kerala, Karnataka classes got executed. Once you come to Telangana class, welcome to Telangana. Okay, it is printed. Then I am visiting Alampur. I am visiting Basra. I am visiting Hyderabad. I am visiting Srisalem. Okay, so when you're having multiple annotations, okay, of same type. So here we have at the rate test annotations, right? It will execute in the alphabetical order of the methods. Okay, so that's the reason Alampur got executed first, Basra got executed next, Hyderabad, and then Srisalem. Okay, so here my @before suit, @before test, these methods didn't get executed. Why? Because if you go to your XML file, you're calling only state related classes. Okay, but we have removed our annotations from all these classes and we have applied in a different classes, right? So if you have to get those details also, then you need to call that class also. Okay, so what is the class name? Write messages. And if you think that you need your vehicle messages also, actually trip and vehicle messages are both maintained in the same. If required, we will divide them later. Okay, now let me execute once again. See here, my ride related messages got executed, my vehicle and trip related messages got executed. Okay, and before every @test method, I mean before method got executed. Okay, and I want to say like I'm visiting to this place for the first time. I want to print for the first time. So after each method's execution, what I want to print for the first time. Okay, so this should be after method. Let's execute now. Welcome to Telangana. I am visiting Kalampur for the first time. I am visiting Basra for the first time. I am visiting Hyderabad for the first time. I am visiting Srisalam for the first time. And thank you, visiting. Let me have some more methods in other state class files also. Okay, so I have added few classes and methods. Okay, newly I have added one class called Andhra. Okay, just see the execution. So now you can understand this, right? So this is @before suit. This is @before test. This is also @before test. This is @before class. This is @before method. And this is the test logic. This is @after method. I think for now you are clear with all the annotations with @before and @after. So two more annotations are pending, that is @before groups and @after groups. Before going to that, first of all we have to know what are groups, how to execute the logic before a group and after a group. Okay, so let's start about groups. Grouping is nothing but you're just categorizing your tests. Okay, let's open one test class. So here we have multiple tests and I have grouped them into different categories. Okay, so in order to group, you have to just go to your test. Okay, near test, just apply a parenthesis, groups is equal to lower brackets, and so just group it. So here my location comes under pilgrimage, so I'm just giving it as pilgrimage. So like that, a test can be grouped into several cities. Like Rameshwaram, it is also a city. Grouping is pretty much easier. Just you have to go to your @test annotation and group the test into the category that you want. Okay, so in Java file, this is how we will categorize our groups. Suppose at your workplace you want to run your smoke tests. Okay, what you have to do is just select the tests which you want to run as smoke and categorize them into smoke tests. Okay, so that whenever you execute smoke, only this test will get executed. Okay, Suppose say I want to execute Ooty also. So what I have to do, groups is equal to flower brackets, inside that just give smoke. Just categorize them like this. Okay, this is how you have to group your test methods in your TestNG class. Okay, so it is pretty much straightforward. There is nothing more to explain, like you have to just group your tests. Okay, next we will see how to run your grouped tests. Okay, we have seen how to group them. Okay, but we have to run them. Suppose I want to run my smoke tests, then only Ooty and Rameshwaram will execute. Okay, if I want to run my pilgrimage on this class, only Rameshwaram will get executed. Okay, so it's based on how you group the tests based on your requirement. Okay, let me go to our XML file. Okay, so before going to execute the groups, I just want to introduce you one small concept. So we have seen, like, we can call a class so that all the test methods inside that class gets executed. But if you want to run only few methods, okay, then I can actually have a methods tag. So inside the methods also I can say I want to include some method. Okay, in Telangana class, what are the methods that you have? Test methods, Hyderabad, Alampur, Basra. Okay, and so I just want to include Hyderabad and I want to exclude Alampur. Okay, let me remove remaining classes for now. Let's execute this. See here, I have included Hyderabad, means only Hyderabad will be executed. Actually, when I include Hyderabad, all other locations will be excluded, so you need not explicitly mention this, but you can see the functionality here. Let me say exclude Alampur and execute this. I have to see the remaining three methods. Okay, you can see Basra, Hyderabad and Nagarjuna Sagar got executed, but Alampur didn't get executed. So here we have a choice to include or exclude your methods. But suppose I want to include Hyderabad in Telangana and I want to include Vijayawada from Andhra class. So this is how it will get executed. Hyderabad will get executed from Telangana class and Vijayawada will get executed from Andhra class. Okay, see here. Welcome to Telangana. I'm visiting Hyderabad for first time. Thank you. Welcome to Andhra Pradesh. I'm visiting Vijayawada for first time. Thank you. Thank you, visiting it. Okay. So here I'm choosing my methods using an include tag. But so if I'm having 100 classes, okay, in which I want to choose the pilgrim centers. Okay, so I can't go and write 100 classes, right? So whenever there is a small change in include or exclude, we need to update all the classes. So instead of that, we can do this by using grouping. Okay, you can actually group your methods by giving a keyword. Okay, so here in Andhra I have given pilgrimage. In Tamil Nadu also for Rameshwaram I have given pilgrimage. Okay, so now what I am going to do, I'm just going to call the classes, not methods inside that. Okay, in single line you can actually put like this. So you have to use groups tag. Okay, in groups you have to use run tag to run whatever the groups that you want to execute. Okay, inside run just say include. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? I'm going to run a group with name pilgrimage from these classes. Okay, so if you want to include other states, you can just come and include the state name here. That should be fine. That's enough. So you need not again write your class and include methods that you want to execute. Okay, let me execute this. Okay, now you can observe, right? See, in Andhra, what are the classes that are available as pilgrimage? Tirupati, okay, and Vijayawada and Srisailam. In Tamil Nadu class, it's only Rameshwaram that we are calling as pilgrimage group. So only this method got executed. And what is the other one? Telangana. In Telangana, there is no group with name pilgrimage. So none of the tests got executed here. So if you observe here, before before class and after class didn't get executed, right? Before method and after method also didn't get executed. Okay, so when you are running a fixed number of tests, okay, and if you want to execute something before the test and after the test, you need to use before group and after group. Okay, so just observe here, I have created my groups inside my test classes and I'm running my group called pilgrimage. Okay, I want to execute something before this group and I want to execute some logic after this group. Okay, how can I do that? I need to write two methods. To execute a logic before the group, we have to use before groups annotation, and you have to mention in the parenthesis before which group I have to execute that logic. Okay, so I am giving it as pilgrimage. Okay, so when I execute pilgrimage group, then before group will get executed because this is the before group of pilgrimage group. Similarly, after group you have to give parenthesis with the group names. Okay, then after group will get executed. Okay, let me run this once again. As I haven't used println method, it is coming in the same line. That's okay for now. It's understandable, right? Suppose what is the other group I have? I have another group called city. Okay, so I have given city here. Let me give for some more test methods. Okay, I am going to execute city instead of pilgrimage. So we don't have before group and after groups for city group. Okay, we define only for pilgrimage group. So let's execute this now. So see here, Tirupati, Vijayawada, Vizag got printed, Chennai, Rameshwaram got printed. Suppose if I add city to this group before and after, comma, city. Now you see before group will be available for this group also. After group I haven't added city, so after group will not get executed for this. Okay. I'm sorry, it should be like this. So before group should be executed for city now, after group will not be executed for city now. Okay, go and see, I am on right to pilgrims. Okay, the before group got executed. but after group didn't get executed because I'm running city group, and for a city group we don't have any after group. You have understood how to categorize a method into group and how to call those groups from your XML file, testng XML file. Okay, and then how to execute a logic before and after a group. Okay, so with this we are familiarized with all the before and after annotations that are available in testng.